Jimmy and Woody, and tonight we're going to be doing we're just coming at you live, going to talk about what's going on in the nation, as well as a few other things. But to start us off, Woody's got just tell him, Woody.
Well, I was kind of looking through this Hy-Vee magazine they send out every month. Hy-Vee Seasons. It's got a bunch of recipes in it.
Now you get that by being in the points club or what rewards?
Yeah, fuel saver, port perks or whatever I think it is. If they send it, they get your information, they send it out. Yeah, so right here piqued my interest. They've got 5 interesting different beer floats. They sell it as. It's a spin on the root beer float for the adults. So I figured we put some stuff together, try to get, try one or two, maybe.
Or 3 or 4.
Well, there's 5. If you want to try them all, go ahead and put yourself some stuff together and try them. But
it's gotta taste good after a day like today. It was hotter than, as George Jones would say, a $2 pistol.
It was hot today. So today we're gonna try out their Dandy Shandy. It's a Liney Kugels mix with their Scream orange sherbet, and then we also have together the chocolate shake porter from Boulder Beer with the chocolate on top. So we're gonna give that a shot here real quick.
So are you gonna mix these up for us, Woody, or what are we doing here?
Are they gonna mix themselves, Jim?
Well, so we're kind of putting a twist on having one tonight.
Well, we're having
It's
one.
gonna be like that IPTV. You ever seen that old lady that?
No, we're not Julia Child.
First,
No, this ain't Julia Child.
yeah, Julia Child.
No, this is Havin One.
Woody style.
We're having one. All right. So I don't know exactly what we're doing here, but we're gonna try with this nice summer shandy.
Summer shandy. A lot of fans of the summer shandy. You got to put the ice cream in first,
You put the beer in first, the ice cream.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah,
got
with
to
the ice
do the ice cream first.
Do you put the ice cream in first?
Yeah.
Here.
What's hot? We're making a mess. Whoop.
Let's try the chocolate first, maybe.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So shake from Boulder. Pour that on top.
Alright, I'll scoop.
Scoop her
Scoop
up.
that there. And then we'll put one together here.
How many scoops does it take?
To get to the center.
Well, I put a good healthy scoop in. You bring spoons?
You want a spoon?
Well, how
We'll get
how
spoons.
else are you gonna do it?
We'll get spoons. We can manage spoons.
Alright.
You used to work at Cold Stone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got some dead time. If you haven't got your tickets to the Havin One meetup at the Colonel's game on July 12th, you should do that for sure, for sure. Should be a fun time. Also, a special announcement, they have asked me to throw out the first pitch that night. So it's official. I'm going to be throwing. You never know where the ball's going to go. What are you doing?
I just broke my dipper.
So I'm a little nervous about that. That could be interesting.
Everybody needs to come watch Zach pitch the first pitch at least, and drink some beer and have some fun. When is it? July 3rd?
July 12th. Friday, July 12th.
And we have a whole section, 107, right?
107.
We have a whole section blocked off for just us having one people.
It's all there on the
My ice
event
cream
page.
scoop.
Jim's breaking shit.
What'd you do?
Look at that. Spoons.
All right. Spoons.
I think it
Have you
broke.
guys ever had I think you...
Can I take this off?
I don't know, it fell off.
I think he broke it, buddy. Come on, let's go.
Have you guys ever had a beer float before?
No, have not.
Okay, so I used to work at 7G Distributing, and I went to their holiday party, and that was when the hard root beer came out. That whole craze started.
Uh-huh.
And they had root beer floats with that hard root beer. It was pretty awesome, but I was feeling pretty good that night too, so... Yeah, I gotta make some room in here.
So here we have
Beer float.
beer float, and this is the port of call, they call it actually. So go out.
The what? Port of call?
Port
I'm gonna,
of call.
Of call.
I'm gonna try just the beer on its own.
Just
see
the
how-
beer?
I haven't had the shake. Boulder beer, they've
It's
made
not
pretty
bad
good
at
beer.
all. Yeah, I've had it before.
Oh, I bet that is good with ice cream.
Probably needs more beer.
5.9%.
Well, Jimmy filled my cup with ice cream.
More
That
beer
is
for me.
That is definitely a spin on beer and ice cream.
So when I started having one, I didn't really envision myself sitting down eating ice cream on the Facebook.
With the beer.
No, not at all.
Beer. Well, I never imagined. Did you drink all that?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, I just.
It is good, though. It brings out kind of the coffee, don't it?
Yeah, definitely does.
That's definitely interesting.
Now,
I'm not sure it's interesting to watch.
if a guy made
Is
this
it?
into a malt and drank it through a straw, would you get drunker quicker?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think so.
No.
Is it the straw that makes you drunker quicker?
Can they just infuse the ice cream with alcohol? Alcohol doesn't freeze.
But is 6% beer freeze? I will, won't it? I don't know.
6%.
So I need this.
So we've talked about our ball game. I
Yep.
was gone for a little
Yep,
bit.
we talked about that.
Okay. Get out and get your tickets bought. Get things going.
Yeah, we got a big section.
Here, close that door.
Shut that door, Jim.
Got
Thank you, Jim. Beer floats.
It was so hot today, I actually thought about shaving my beard off.
You did.
I didn't think very long about it, but
That's hot. It was hot.
Yeah, well, I should try some of the ice cream, huh?
So in other news, Woody, you went to Twisted Vine last weekend
I did.
in Des Moines.
In Des Moines.
That's one of you and Jimmy's favorite spots.
It's cool.
For Des Moines,
Yeah,
it's
a
really
cool
nice.
place.
Yeah. Just good atmosphere, little place, good beer, lots of good beers.
What did we have? We had a Scotch ale Sunday night. I posted it.
The Wee Heavy Scotsman.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a really good beer for
pretty
a
quality.
Scotch ale. If you
Yeah.
guys like Scotch ales,
It's like 12%, right?
Yeah, it's up there. I don't remember exactly, but it's.
I don't remember much at all. No,
Mm-hmm.
it was good.
You know what? Let's open up. Maybe have one more here. Put on top of this ice cream. Kind of like root beer. I guess you can't have enough root beer, right?
I think I went a little overboard on the scoops of ice cream.
Yeah. It
So-
tastes good, though.
If you guys dare to do this at home,
Probably
just
one
use
scoop.
one scoop. Yeah, and then dump the rest of the beer in down your throat, and then eat the ice cream. No, it's tasty.
Now I'm eating it, though, and I'm worried I'm going to have something in my beard like that time I met Bruce Downey.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm sorry, Zach. I waited a whole year to post that, but it was your birthday. What?
All my friends go out to eat with me.
that-
Go to the Black Sheep. There's Bruce Downey. Bruce, I need my picture taken with you. Not one of my friends could tell me that I shit all up in my beard. Bruce never even said anything. And I mean, I would think that'd be some...
Well, that guy don't flinch. He's on TV. We're just on podcast.
He's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, kind of. He's a lot bigger than we are, I think.
Well, I don't know about that.
We should invite him as a guest speaker
I
sometime.
think so.
Yeah.
He's gonna give lessons. I think he'll give some lessons.
Oh yeah.
What would you rate it? Good? No good?
Oh, I think
I'd
it's,
definitely do this
I
again.
think it's
Yeah.
great.
I think it's we're trying.
I'm not sure it's the ideal thing to consume while you're trying to have a conversation.
No, probably not.
But
You probably get some stuff in your
I mean, at
beer.
least now that people know that this is a good idea.
Well, I think Ivy did a very good job putting this together. They do excellent job. They've got a whole bunch of recipes.
And it works because they made a sale. They made
Definitely.
1,
No,
2,
they-
3, 4 sales.
Yeah, I posted a picture for the first time ever on Facebook the other night. Yeah, so
I've been thinking about getting you a shirt, a shirt
Yeah.
with the Facebook logo that just says "I'm here for the beer."
that would be good. Yeah, that would be really
Just a
good.
big Facebook
Yeah.
logo, and then on the back it say
Oh,
"I'm here
nice.
for the beer."
Yeah.
You know, people that don't really care for the taste of beer. I mean, I guess this is one way of drinking it because it just tastes like you're drinking a malt.
It does.
Even though you got
yeah.
6% alcohol in it.
It's,
So
I mean, they did really well.
it's very
with,
cooling and refreshing. I mean,
But this is actually the rum tacos.
Look at you go! You're just getting all your.
Plug it.
Here, I think you got these great skills, and all you're doing is just Paula Dean in it.
Paula Dean in it. Who's Paula Dean?
Isn't she Food Network? Paula Dean.
I don't know. I just know the old lady that's crabby.
That's Julia Child. I grew up
Yeah.
watching her. And
yeah.
I can't remember isn't it?
Or the Cajun
But
chef. Remember
try that recipe too. It's really good.
Remember the Woo-wee!
Oh,
Remember the Cajun chef?
No, I remember Bob Ross painting. You remember
Oh,
Bob
yeah.
Ross painting? Happy little tree.
A happy little silo right over here. See that silo?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on here. Let me put a happy little
I don't know.
chicken over there.
You gonna get in that? Here.
Oh, you want me to switch
I'm gonna
glasses?
switch you glasses. We're making.
Oh, yeah, it's melting, isn't it?
Try some of that. Here's some
What are you gonna
shandy.
do with the chocolate that's on the table there?
That's how hot it is today. The ice cream.
Like,
Oh,
if you don't put
Woody,
it somewhere, it's.
You better get this in the freezer
liquid?
right away.
We're about to
Yeah,
have that.
golly.
It's melting. It's melting.
Even though it is.
Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. Are you a fan of the Summer Shandy?
I don't know if I've ever drank it.
Yeah, I'm not huge on it.
Well,
This time we're gonna put way more beer than.
yeah, I usually don't steer too much from like real alcohol, but I guess this has got alcohol in it, don't
It's beer, yeah.
it? It's
Yeah. I'm sure it's 5%. It's gotta say somewhere. Right?
established in 1867 by the Line and Kugels as an Indian tribe.
Well,
Chippewa Falls, Milwaukee,
Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
so this is the one I was excited about. When you sent me the picture, I thought that orange sherbet would go pretty good with the lemon lime,
Right.
Yeah, the shandy. I'm gonna let you guys be. I'm not gonna say anything until you guys try it.
Not quite there yet. Load me up, Zach, would you? Maybe just one scoop. That'd be probably sufficient. I still got ice cream coming on.
Definitely go low on the ice cream and more on the alcohol.
Mhm.
Here, finger that. That's
Perfect.
teamwork.
You hear that?
That's teamwork.
Give me just one little scoop.
I mean, you already broke the scoop. There's no sense.
Yeah, I got excited.
It fizzes just like regular root beer does too. That's amazing.
So we were talking before we decided to go live here. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, we spent enough money on craft beer, so now we decided we're just gonna add stuff to it to make it more expensive than it already is.
So we're going out. We buy $10 six packs, $4 of ice cream that is melting on the table as we speak, and then we put it all together.
Whoa, what's happening in
better?
there? That's like mitosis or something.
I don't know what mitosis is.
Look at that.
What is mitosis, Jimmy?
Well, it's like, I don't know, my ice cream's trying to breed my beer or something.
So, speaking of expensive beer, me and Woody went into Clock House the other night for the Witches
Yes.
Be Trippin' release.
Yes, we did.
16-ounce cans, $32. That did not make me feel real great when I left there.
It hurt. I'm not gonna lie. That
And it's a
hurt.
good beer.
Yeah. Great beer.
But I didn't particularly think it was better than Witch Slap, even.
No, it's not a $32 a 4-pack
I
beer.
don't think so either.
Now, don't share this
But-
information because I don't want to ruin it. I'll share this just with you guys in Havin One Nation, but when they have those releases, just take in a growler and fill it up.
We're gonna ruin the hype if you do that. So yeah, went in, bought my $32 4-pack, mind you, and also a growler at regular price of the Witches Be Trippin'. So
Well,
keep that in mind.
$18 for a growler, right?
17.
17.
Yeah, right at 17, I think.
64 ounces of Witches Be Trippin'
Right.
for the same price as 32 ounces.
So
Pretty solid deal.
the only thing you gotta keep in mind though is I don't know how you guys drink your growlers, but once they open, it's hard to keep them.
You got 15 minutes, 20 minutes top.
Yeah,
You got to chug it.
yeah.
We've
Otherwise,
chugged many, haven't
they
we?
do
Woody?
they go bad. Jimmy, you
Usually-
know you're the best about it.
You usually don't take no more than 5 miles, and I got that sucker going.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have a fly problem here tomorrow, Woody.
I believe so. So there it is. Beer floats.
We should have sat in the pool when we taped this. We could have
We'd
drank
have
our floats.
brown stuff floating in the pool. Not good. Not good at all. Candy float, sherbet ice cream. Zach, what do you think?
I'm a big fan of that one. The first one I liked. It was a little more of a dessert. This
This would be 95 degrees.
This is the crushable version.
Sweating your balls off.
Yeah, it was perfect for today.
Mhm.
The other one would be good, like after a big, huge meal or something. I could see, like, but this one's just
Yeah. This is sitting
one's
down
just
and
empty.
4.2% alcohol. There it is. I looked all over that can.
4.2. You
It's
found
got
it.
4.2.
Check that out. Melton. Sure.
So not much less than a Busch Light.
So Jimmy, you've been spending some time at Big Grove lately.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's new on the radar?
Well,
there?
their new release, they come out with the Nod. It's actually a 7.5% IPA, just an IPA. So it's high in alcohol content, but you want to go to Big Grove and you want to get it off the tap or take a growler and bring it home.
Is there a discrepancy in the can? Is what you're saying?
Getting it in their cans,
Mhm.
it still tasted great, but it was more watered down tasting.
Mhm.
Getting it off the tap, it was that thick, juicy orange juice looking. It was just delicious. I mean, Big Grove's really been hitting it out of the.
So did you try any of the Iowa Ale? The strawberry.
Yeah,
How was that?
The strawberry
Is it strawberry lemonade?
lemonade. That was very good. Yeah, I was
Have you had a Natter Days? How does it compare
Yeah.
to Natter Days?
better.
Well, obviously.
Yeah, but
What are you saying? It's just Saturdays is bad, or
Well, no, I'm
No,
saying
but-
when you can buy a 30 pack of something for $14,
price point? And yeah,
and then I'm sure Big Grove's selling theirs for at least $9.99 a 6-pack.
I think it was right there. Yeah.
It better be better than.
What would think?
it was like it was a twist off their Summer Jam.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I liked it better than the Summer Jam, and I was a big fan of the Summer Jam, but it tasted a lot like it. So I think it was kind of a twist off of that, the Summer Jam.
So I went last Friday. I went to Barntown.
Better make some room.
Yeah, picked up this. I picked up a bunch of crawlers, but this is the last remaining one. It's been in the crawler since Friday, so I don't know how good it's going to taste. This is their newest New England IPA, Sunset Road, and it is probably my favorite Barntown that I've ever had.
Watch this poor guys. It's probably going to be the best.
I did it. I did it.
You nailed it.
I'd have had it all over my lap.
Good color. Did it seep? Is that?
I think it's That's not somewhere else. That's out of the crawler.
We're having seepage
Yeah.
issues with that one. That's got good.
So
color.
it looked way better
Yeah.
in the tap room, which our lighting is horrible out here with the clouds and stuff. But
Speaking of lighting out here, this is nice. This
Outdoors?
is a nice outdoor setting tonight.
Yeah.
well, I'm hoping it's clear. At least
Hopefully,
clear.
yeah.
I see the winds blowing around the camera. We're working on it, guys. We are. I promise you, we're going to get it fixed. So it's.
I
great.
do guarantee coming this fall, we will have some outdoor shots from my tree stand.
Keegan.
I'll be having one.
I see Keegan just commented. Keegan Clyburn commented that Sunset Road was good. I agree. Like I said, I think it's the best thing I've tasted from
Look at that.
Barntown. Now I have not had their sticky juice, which I hear is
I heard
is
that's
their.
really good. Yeah.
But I've had double hop skewer. Neon's a really good beer, but this one is good.
Barntown makes a really good stout too.
That smells fantastic.
We bought 4 or 5 or 10 other bombers.
They're
4 or
they're
5.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Now my wife didn't like this. She likes Neon, but I think this has a little of that hop punch.
Mhm.
Not so much a bitter bite. Maybe it's a bitter bite. I don't know.
It's got a good nose.
It's just got at the end of it. It's got it packs a pretty good punch at the end. I think. What's it clock in on the alcohol?
That is good.
6.4 on alcohol, so it's not terrible.
No, that is very good.
Real smooth. I don't get a whole lot at the end.
So, you went to Barntown. What day was that?
That was
6/19.
Friday, and I think
619.
that was Friday.
Right
They were,
on the can,
Keegan,
yeah.
they were out of the Fields of Dream when I was there, so I did not get to participate in any of that. They had a stout that was delicious. It was the first time I've ever had a banana chocolate stout.
Oh, really?
What was the name of it? I can't remember, but it was really good. But it was 12% alcohol, so I was.
That might be the one I'm talking about. Did they put it in bombers?
Yeah, I think they put all their stuff in Barntown.
That's the one I'm talking about then.
It was delicious.
Yeah, it is. Barntown has some good stuff.
West Des Moines.
Nana
as
Band
well.
stout
Nana
was good
Band.
too. He just said Nana
Okay.
Band. Yep. And I did have that. It was good.
Okay.
So they came out with a peanut butter and jelly beer on Saturday. I wasn't there for that.
Really?
Who else did the variant of that? that?
That
Jimmy?
was
What'd you bring?
Lion
Bridge?
Stone.
Oh, Lion Stone. There you
out
go.
of Illinois. So
They had a peanut butter, right?
what they had was a really good peanut butter. What do you call it?
Porter.
Porter. Peanut
Yeah,
butter
there
porter.
you go.
And so they took Founder's Rubius,
The raspberry.
the raspberry, and so they'd mix it, and then that was their PB and J,
Mhm.
and it tasted just like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but it was really good.
So overall, my Barntown experience was pretty good. I was a little disappointed. The tap room itself was kind of like you pull up and it's in a strip mall, and it's just underwhelming, I guess. I expected this Barntown, like you hear about all the great
big place.
all the
Yeah.
great beers that come
Yeah.
out of it. I expected to go there and just kind of be wowed. They had, I mean, it's a nice, it looks nice inside of the tap room, but our waitress wasn't like really thrilled to be helping
Mhm.
us, and
Yeah.
I felt
That
like
makes a difference.
I mean, I'm sure they get it a lot, but I walked out of there with I think eight crawlers,
Yeah.
and like nobody ever even said like, "Hey, thanks" or anything. It was just like, "Oh, you need 8 crawlers? Okay, we'll get to it." And I was like, "Oh, "What's the deal?"
Kind of the same deal. Well, not even. I'm sorry. Let me start over. Twisted Vine. I went in there and I bought 8 crowlers of it, and
Mhm.
the guy was looking at me like, "So you want more?" I'm like, yeah, I want more. Because
But you guys have had good experiences. That's always a great.
It's
tap
always
room
been a
experience.
great. The staff's good. I mean, the people in there. You know, I had sat down a little bit. It took them a while. There was only 2 of them working, and they had probably a dozen people there.
Well, the first time we
2
went,
o'clock,
they
yeah.
were giving us tasters off the
Right off the
Right
tee.
off the tee.
right off the.
And that's fun when you have those experiences.
Yeah.
That's hard to beat.
It made that experience good for me that time, and the rest of them have been really, really good as well. So
Yeah. And
I highly recommend it.
Like I didn't really have a bad experience.
Mhm.
It just wasn't like that world class. Like holy crap. Like
best place ever.
like the
kind of
first time I ever went to TG, like
Yeah.
I sat in there and I was just like,
thing. Mhm.
this is freaking awesome. And it wasn't quite
Yeah.
that. And I think maybe the whole strip mall aspect of it was kind of like, which
Well,
I don't want to hold that against them
Yeah. Well, Twisted
because
Vine
the beers were still solid.
Twisted Vine's off the beaten path. They're in back and around of a strip mall, and it's a small place, but as soon as you walk in the door, it's just like, yeah, I can't believe this place is here for me.
And like when I walk into a tap room, I'm ready to have a few beers.
Right.
And I'm inquiring about some of the beers, and she wasn't like, well, I can get you a couple samples, or like, it was just like, this is what it is. We don't have this. I
Yeah,
ordered flight, and she didn't have like I said, the Field of Dreams. She didn't know, and I don't know. I'm being a little hard on them because it wasn't a bad experience at all, but it just wasn't that I need to run back to Barntown the next time I'm in Des Moines.
Right. Well, maybe next time it will be. I don't know. Everybody else has a good experience. Bad
Well,
experience.
like for example, Big Grove. I mean, they always kind of, to me, I think they always kind of roll out the red carpet for people. You know, no matter who
well,
you are.
especially you.
And yeah,
But Big Grove is a world class establishment.
Yeah,
like
and-
I haven't been to the tap room. I've only been to Solent.
Oh, you haven't been to?
Never been to the Big Grove tap room.
Really?
I just go to Solent to.
Oh no.
The
Yeah, well,
food,
Jimmy, it's okay.
Oh no.
the food
It's okay.
is so good in Solent.
Yeah, but
And I don't hardly get out enough to like when I go out, I want to eat something amazing, and I know that if I have a Big Grill burger and parm fries,
That's it.
I'm gonna
That's
leave
yours.
satisfied.
yeah.
That's my jam. Every time I go there, I tell my wife on the way there.
This is it.
Today, I'm not gonna order the Big Grill burger.
and
every
that's
time.
What happens?
Every
Every
freaking time.
Nice.
Big Grill burger, and then she rolls her eyes, and that's the end of
Uh-huh.
it. You know.
But
No.
if that's what does it, keep doing it.
Yeah, and Iowa City's the same way. They, it's a lot bigger establishment, but they just, they'll just the people that work there will just stand there and start talking to you, and they'll get to know you, and then, they know who you are every time you come in, and
Well, Iowa City only runs, well, let me start that over. Solon only has their common over-the-counter
Right.
beers.
Right.
Not their special limited.
Iowa City has their specialty.
City.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and then they have bands all the time, on the weekend and stuff, and then they have different things throughout the week
Mhm.
that they do, like a lot of the breweries do. I think even Clock House You know, I think even Clockhouse does like like
We're running some band stuff and
Yeah.
doing some,
Yeah, and then they do like during the week they'll do like a mystery night or something or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, the trivia.
Board game, yeah, trivia and
That is a good beer.
It's
Marktown's
pretty tasty.
solid.
I'm actually gonna have a little more for you guys.
very
I
good.
think they're all down.
I just want the last bits.
I'm sure you do, buddy.
Go ahead, Woody.
Maybe I want some more first, huh?
Yeah, that is a good one.
Okay, that should be enough for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're watching from inside the house.
We got
Laura's-
live
Laura's-
inside.
Laura's watching us.
No, boys aren't. Well, at least they're not.
I'm just letting you know so you can quit chugging beers now. You don't no more.
No more making it look like I have to drink.
Just a little bit of tappy.
Get the best part out there, Jimmy.
Tappy. All right.
So I've been thinking about making some shirts lately. You got any thoughts on t-shirts? I think we need some Havin One gear.
What do you guys think? Do you
We
think
do.
need gear?
Well, I'm not, and I don't want to like the idea is not profit. I just think
Right.
I won't.
We're not looking to make money, right? Or you're
Yeah,
not?
no. I just
mean,
want.
it's just-
I just
No.
personally, I want
Uh-huh.
about 5 of them so I can wear them.
Mhm.
But I don't know what I don't. I'm having some design.
Big bad designs,
Well,
you know.
let's
or,
ask them guys to help us.
Let's
make the
Can we do a
design.
poll?
Well, and that's what my brother works with some kind of, and he said maybe that's what we should do is ask the nation to throw out a design, and whoever's design we choose, we give them a free shirt.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
We could.
So we can try that.
Maybe
We'd
try
really
that.
like to maybe have one by the game, huh? By the
I don't know.
Christmas?
I don't know that that's gonna happen.
When is that? In 2 weeks?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
All right. You
How
got
do you get
2
tickets for
weeks
that?
to knit a sweater,
A sweater?
or what do we?
What are you wearing? No,
Everyone's sweater.
t-shirts, right? Not sweaters. It's not sweater weather.
I mean, I'd like to get big enough that we could eventually put out the Havin One
Yeah.
Christmas sweater,
Well, that'd
the
be
ugly,
nice.
the ugly sweater,
With all
little
three
beer
of our
mugs,
faces on it.
no, just little beer mugs all over it.
Well, help us, guys. Come out with a design for a T-shirt if somebody's artistic or whatever, and
Yeah.
it'd be really cool.
Can we do a poll on it?
Or-
Get something compiled?
Yeah, and if you know somebody that can make the T-shirts, you know, that would be helpful too.
But back to this game, we can get tickets online, right?
Yeah. Yep.
You haven't got your tickets yet?
I haven't.
What the hell are you waiting for?
So can
Today.
you repost that?
I'm gonna redo a post. So
Okay.
because we've had 400 new members, I think, since we started. Since I think I was at 8,
good.
we were at 8 something when I put it out. So
Well, when I checked today, I think we're up to 1,250 or 1,270
yeah,
members.
we're 12. We're over 1,200.
Yeah,
So
we're
that's
12.
So at least
Which is-
1,200 of you should show up.
Great for you guys. Thank you for everything. You know?
Oh, yeah.
The only reason we're here is because you guys. So, cheers to that.
So I've also been thinking about doing something for those of us that get stuck. Not those of us, but like mainly my wife or whoever gets stuck driving. Having none.
Yep.
Maybe we'll do a little hashtag having none, and
Yeah.
people can throw up some pictures out there.
Those your
Jimmy, we
water.
were talking about maybe a T-shirt as well for the drivers.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So it'd be no different. Like, well, I better, I almost said something I shouldn't say, and I stopped myself before I said it. Yeah, make it a different color and make them kind of stand out a little bit, and let them know that they're the ones that are, you know, because that's a respectable thing to do, you know, to drive us
That's a
people.
damn good.
Well, I
That's
mean,
a damn good
you
thing
know.
to do.
That's what it's all about, is being safe. And
Well, and I
let
very
them-
much appreciate the people that drive me around all the time.
That's for sure. So you're gonna do a shirt for them too?
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking like hashtag just on the front hashtag having none, and then on the back we'll put the Havin One logo still, just like between the shoulder blades or something. I don't know.
Well, guys, let us know what you think. You know, get it up there.
For our designated drivers.
We can't do what we do without them, for sure.
No, they're the wind beneath our wings.
Speaking of wind,
Did you ever know that you're my
Jimmy. Oh, that's good.
Wow.
So, University of Avenue, West Des Moines, was it hard to get to the barn town?
From the airport, it was kind of a deal because
Was it?
Why'd you fly?
You flew from the Cedar Rapids Airport?
first class.
Really?
No, dropped some people off at the Des Moines airport, my in-laws. But then we had 2 cars, so my grandmother-in-law was following us. So that made the whole trip like
Oh, I got it now. I got it.
it was a little difficult
Mm-hmm.
because she doesn't know how to like. Siri doesn't tell her where to go.
Yeah. She's following your bumper.
She's either following the bumper or trying to read her atlas.
Yeah.
So and I asked her on the way up there. I'm like, "What the hell did you people used to do? Like, how did you get around?"
Actually, it probably would be a lot tougher than one would think.
I think they just spin a potato.
No, but I used to think about that when I delivered when I
Spin a
delivered.
potato.
Well, you just spin the potato in whatever direction, and the eye, you know how potatoes have eyes?
Yeah.
Whatever direction the eye...
Yeah, I think you probably just stayed in Benton County.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we can't figure out where the hell they
I
go.
know people that are that way that don't leave Benton County. I swear.
But like I used to, when I used to deliver beer in Cedar Rapids,
Mm-hmm.
if I wouldn't have had my phone, I'd have been fired on day like 3.
They didn't provide anything for you on that.
Well, the boss had a navigation deal,
Yeah,
but
they-
I just used my phone because it was
Oh.
easier for me to.
At least if you got lost, you wouldn't get thirsty.
Yeah, I don't know. Like seriously, nobody would have ever got their beer ever because I didn't know my way around
You'd
Cedar
be
Rapids
lost
at
all
all.
the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I was doing that job, nobody would ever got their beer either for a whole different reason.
Oh, I'm broke down.
I would have got lost on purpose.
Yeah.
Is that what the UPS guy was in your driveway doing?
He might have been, but
Like a meteorologist.
No
The
kidding,
winds are
guys.
picking up here in Norway, Iowa.
We had a UPS truck broken
Yeah,
down
no
in the
kidding.
driveway. For
Yeah.
how long?
hour and a half
Oh
or
my
better.
God.
Yep.
So if you don't get your Christmas presents on time this year, you know why? Because the UPS.
I apologize, guys. It was my driveway. He probably didn't want to break down in my driveway, I would guess.
Yeah, you looked a little skittish
But
when I pulled in. Maybe it was just because of me.
maybe you were looking at him weird. So tonight you might have a few late packages. I apologize. It happened to my driveway.
Yeah. The FedEx guy drove by when he was broke down the driveway and said, "Hey, are you fed up?"
Where'd you hear that one,
I
Jimmy?
don't know.
All right. Up next after this one is Joke Time with Jim. What's that, Zach?
Well, this is Jim's offering
Oh.
for Havin One live tonight. We talked about this earlier. Nod.
Nod. And
Lower
what is
and
nod?
raise one's head slightly and briefly, especially in greeting or understanding or to give someone a signal.
It's like a curtsy, or what do you call
Synonyms:
it?
incline,
Curtsy? Isn't that
bob,
something
bow,
girls
dip,
do?
wag, duck.
Only without the curtsy.
Upon tasting the beer, the brewer nodded his head in assent. Assent.
A son of what?
I don't know.
I still got that barn town just.
That's
Really?
very good.
God, that's-
Yeah. We should go to West Des Moines tonight.
Bring me back a crawler.
I said we.
Jimmy must have a turd in his pocket.
Nick Sawyer must have liked your joke. We had a laugh out loud.
It's a little clearer than it's.
It looks good to me.
It does, but it was.
What
it
is
was-
it? What do they call it? Do they just call it an IPA or is it a pale ale or?
It's just an IPA. But what do you want
You
from
said-
this?
Well, I guess if you're not going to drink it all, I would have some.
What was it? What's the damage on this?
Cost?
I have no idea.
Cost-wise?
$14 a 4-pack. 15.
I think so. It's probably somewhere around there. But when it come off the tapper, it was 3 times the juicier than that. It looked just like orange juice.
You sent me a picture of it. It was thick.
Yeah.
It was real thick. There you go, guys.
Nod.
Hazy IPA featuring Citra, Mosaic, and Galaxy.
I don't like Galaxy hops, but this is a good beer. So Big Grove's been releasing a lot of different stuff lately, and that's cool. I like to see them when they keep. My biggest complaint's been like these guys need to take the Toppling Goliath model and a new beer once a month,
Yeah.
and then you drink it, and then you don't see it until the following
next
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
I agree.
really kind of sad because a lot of times I'll be there, and we blow the keg, and it's like, man, what are we gonna
Jeez,
drink?
I can't imagine
now?
why.
What are we gonna drink now, guys?
The next one.
Well,
right?
then the next weekend we go and we're like, gosh, what are they gonna have now?
When you say we, who is it that you're referring to?
Well, me, myself, and I.
Voices? Are you talking about the voices?
Us,
But anyway, you show up the following weekend and all of a sudden they got something like this sitting there. I mean, they're just really hitting it out of the park.
They've been doing well.
Oh yeah, and they don't stop. They just keep making more and more. I really enjoyed the hazy apocalypse they had. I really enjoyed that.
That was
But then after that, they just keep coming out with more and more and more and more. The color TV was a really good beer.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh! But this rated right up there, if not a little more. I just can't believe when they canned it, it kind of comes out looking lemonade looking instead of orange juice
These
looking.
two right here.
What are you doing?
So,
That pink is actually
but yeah,
green.
if you guys haven't been to Big
Say hi.
Grove and you get a chance to go to
Okay.
Iowa City
See
Big
Mom.
Grove. Check it out because
Go play.
it's an awesome place to go. The atmosphere is great. It's local. It's close. They've got it going on.
It's good.
Well, we used to go to Pairing.
So the beer pairings at
Beer pairing
what was the name of that
dinners.
place? The Weather Vane.
The weather vane, yeah.
Still can't believe that place closed.
I know.
That was an amazing dinner.
Woody and I drove by this weekend, and what's it called now?
Daisy Dukes.
Martha's
Daisy's not Martha's.
Martha's makeup shop or some shit. Oh.
I don't think that's it. Yeah.
But we had a good time going to those pairing dinners, and the chef was like world-renowned chef. The stuff that he served was just delicious. And so
It was really good.
so he.
Yeah.
Am I not right? But
It was really
he
good.
would cook the stuff with the beer that we were drinking.
Right.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
it was.
He'd infuse it or whatever he did. And we ate some world-class.
It was amazing, and it was always something that you didn't expect to be good. That was good.
Daddy, where's the orange one?
Over there.
And
Loaded. Want me to see that black part?
You want to help?
Jim, what'd you do? Oh, there it is. Here it is. You gonna go fix that?
Take it in the house. Go fix it.
No.
Yep, I'm just always breaking stuff, aren't I, Agent?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
You're harder on stuff. Right?
Mom mad at me.
Go fix it.
Mommy, can't fix this, Jim broke it.
Breaking stuff, Jimmy.
So, anyway, back to the pairing meals. Do you remember what I was going to talk about?
No, not at all.
Sorry about that, guys.
You're fine.
Life interrupted, right?
So it was local. That's what was really neat.
Yeah, it was Big Grove.
I mean,
and
I know you guys are just the same way I am. Keep it local.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Big Grove and No Coast.
No Coast.
The No Coast dinner was my
Yeah.
favorite, but I'm a big fan of the No Coast guys too.
Right. So anything I can purchase in Blairstown, anything that I can't, then I try to go to like Van Horn or Marengo or somewhere close to me. I try to purchase everything I can locally,
Mhm.
And that's one thing that's really neat about this craft beer is if you're buying it in Iowa, you're still keeping it local, and it's really cool that we're supporting these people. But anyway, Big Grove,
It's cool until they charge you $32.
yeah, that's a little expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
I don't
way-
know if
that
it's that
is.
cool anymore. I was
We
starting.
support, but
But Big Grove was at one of the pairing
Yeah.
dinners, and one of the owners was there.
you had a great time that night, didn't you?
Yeah, him and I hit it off great. It was great. But
So to lay this out for everybody, I'm gonna do it. The guy comes up to
Awesome.
the table with a bottle. We're the last table in line. There's 5 tables there. We are the last table in line, and the guy comes up with a bottle of Richard the
A
Whale,
bomber.
a bomber.
Yeah.
He had poured for the other tables, mind you, so it wasn't like full, but everybody's getting like splashes in their glass of Richard the Whale. He brought 2 bombers of it.
Great beer.
So he comes and we had what, 3/4 of a bomber left in the second.
At the least. Yeah, at the least.
And he comes up and he goes, "Gentlemen, puts it like all fancy like, and puts it on his freaking arm. It's like, Richard, would you like some Richard the Whale? It was Richard the Eagle because it was
Richard the
it
Eagle
was
is a
yeah,
variant of it, yeah.
it was a variant of Richard the Whale that they had only done for high B there. Would you like some? Or would you like some? And he's just showing us the bottle and he's gonna pour it. Jim says, well, yeah. Snags the bottle right out of his hand and doesn't even give it back. The guy's just standing there like, okay. So we
proceed.
So we enjoyed quite a bit of Richard the Eagle that night.
The bad thing was we didn't have a bottle opener.
Yeah.
So
that was the other one.
So then these guys are laughing. They're like, "How you gonna get it open?"
Was that the jam?
That was the jam that wasn't
The
open.
jam that
Oh,
was
I
not
grabbed my
open.
butter knife and I went, "Bing!"
That cat went a mile in the air across the room. He looks up, and Jimmy's pouring this thing. like it's nobody's
good, Jimmy.
business.
Yeah,
beer.
yeah. I would bring you another one, but we drank it
Don't
all.
worry, Bubbles.
That's right.
It's
That's
probably
right.
gonna rain, isn't it? Yeah.
So,
We probably should wrap it up. I think we're kind of starting to feel some sprinkles.
I think it's getting there. Plus, it's having one, not having 20.
Well, we're having one tonight. Yes, so.
All right. Well,
Good
I
beers.
appreciate everybody watching. We appreciate everybody watching. Make sure you keep inviting your friends to join the nation, and make sure you get your tickets. That offer expires at noon, I believe, the day before the game.
The day before.
Yep.
Okay.
So that Thursday, you need to have your tickets bought by noon that day, preferably
$8.
before. But
$8 a ticket.
it's dirt
Oh,
cheap.
geez.
A lot of
And
stuff.
Please, anybody that can show up, please come out.
I think it's going to be a fantastically fun
yeah,
night. There may
it's
be
a Friday
some,
night, so you don't have to go to work on Saturday. Just come on out and have some fun.
There may be some surprises. I don't know yet. We're working on a few things, but we'll see what happens.
See what happens.
Until next time, thanks for
guys.
having us, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. That was fun.